how the fucking Ticketmaster and Live Nation has gotten so out of hand with the dumb shit that it has affected rest of the country with their dumb shit. Because sorry, I'm doing something. Because you have now fast food restaurants that are doing the same dynamic ticketing. But it's called, the hell is the exact word? Well, I call it scamming. Why? Because busy times of day, they charge more for their food. I think Wendy's was the first one that started that. So then you have that. Then now you have, I'm in Pennsylvania right now. And the motherfuckers here don't even know this happens. I've talked to several people and they say, nah, you're lying. I just go, look. They're toll roads. This is no shit. At 6 o'clock in the morning, that toll road is $12.50. In the afternoon, it's $20. At 12 p.m., it jacks it up to $20. And then at 6 p.m., it's back down to like 15, 16. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, it is $5. How do I know that? Because I've been having to travel all those different times up and down from Pittsburgh to go north, and then from where I'm a little bit north of Pittsburgh back to south of Pittsburgh. And I'm just like, this shit's real? And I talked to a few people, nah, and I showed them. And it's like, oh. So, yeah. So now that dynamic shit is affecting everything. And it is insane. And I literally, when I go back home, I will find a damn ticket. It was at, the place was called Neptune's. It was Static X. Static X, Union Underground, and somebody else. And that's when I got to meet Wayne Static and the rest of the band. That goddamn ticket was $35. It was $25. And after all the goddamn service fees, it ended up being like $45 or $50. For a little nightclub, it used to be called something else. Orbit is what it was called first. It was called Orbit's Nightclub. Then they changed it to Neptune's for whatever reason. So yeah, and that was back in 2001, I think. 2 years before Static X was on Ozfest. And then now the Rob Zombie and shit, we got really good fucking seats. You guys go back and check out the videos. They were fucking VIP seats. You know how much I paid for them? Like $65. And it was a Live Nation place. I was like, whoa, what the hell happened there? How the hell did I luck out with that one? Because normally that would have been like $300. And quite literally, 2 rows in front of us was $200. And I'm not paying that shit. You can go fuck yourself. So I find them if they're a fairly decent price, I'll pay them. And if they're not, then nope. But that's the problem with you people nowadays, with your entitlement. And you wonder why you're living paycheck to paycheck, because you allow all these fucking corporations to do this. And yes, my generation is fucking part of that problem too. Even though we grew up with tickets that were $10. $10 to go watch Pearl Jam, Nirvana, all these other fucking places. I mean, hell, I seen the Verve Pipes, and it was $10 in the same fucking nightclub. Then it was called Orbit. That's when I seen them. So yeah, it's crazy. And then on top of it, you have all these other things that just, it's fucking insane. But the monopoly is allowed to happen. But here's the funny thing. The only monopolies that are allowed to happen are the ones that the government allow. Like good old Bill Gates and Microsoft. When Microsoft started out, after he stole his shit from Apple, they were for trying to keep privacy private. But when he got sued, all things changed. And literally overnight, just like what happened with TikTok and Facebook, when they left the courtroom, over fucking night, everything changed. So now we are in a nosy, greedy society. Is it corporate greed? Yeah, to a point it is. Certain things are. But it is only corporate greed when the government's hand is in on it. Is how they were able to do it. I mean, don't take my fucking word for it. You can go do your research, man. Pull out a book. Fuck Google. They'll lie to you anyway. Go pull out some books. You'll find it. You'll find what you want. I know I'm getting a little off on the music kind, but still. And it's just gotten that way. I mean, another little example is Danny Wilmer Presents. First fucking one I went to was Rock on the Range. And the ticket prices were kind of high, but you were seeing all these bands, but it was it was all right. And now for the same thing that we had on Rock on the Range, those tickets are now $500 and $600. And because of the cashless garbage that bitch ass Danny decides he's going to do, there are so many goddamn service fees that he tacks on and that all his vendors tack on. And then you have the greed of his vendors trying to force you to tip them for dumb shit. Literally. There's some of them that you have to pay the tip included. And it's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to fucking tip you $10 on something that I'm having to come get my goddamn self. And you literally had it pre-made. And it's been sitting there and it's half cold. Man, fuck you. But that's me. But surprisingly, the Live Nation show I just went to with Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper and Lip Sync Ministry, that's the other thing. Things were kind of all right. Now, back to the lip syncing. Because you have bands like fucking Ministry, Motley Crue, and there's several others that are backtracking and lip syncing. No shit. Oh, Limp Dick too. They did that at fucking one of the, I think it was Louder Than Life. That's why he shut all the damn cameras off so you couldn't see it. Oh, and then Danny Wilmer and his bitch ass got some fucking female off TikTok that was supposed to be his TikTok sensation, and she was lip syncing too. And I'm just like, really? You charge us this much money for a Milli Vanilli band? And you guys gave them shit. But they were badass performers. They lip synced, but they put on a badass show. Unlike Limp Dick and Ministry lip sync and some of them other ones that are just garbage. And Motley Crue, I mean, fuck. They've been shit. First time I seen them was fucking, only time I seen them was 20 years ago. Where I was living, they did a festival. I left fucking Godsmack to go see them. Listened to one song, went back and watched Godsmack. And I've always wanted to see Motley Crue, and it was horrible. I mean, I got a lot of Motley Crue albums, but it was just fucking horrible. And because of technology now, people that sound horrible to talk, they can actually sing through a fucking computer, and it sounds just like the album. So they don't have to play the album like Milli Vanilli did. The voice synthesizer, they can speak. But what messed it up for Ministry is someone didn't do it the whole time. So when he went to talk, you could hear how fucked up his voice was. And then when he started singing, you could tell. And a lot of people, I mean, it was the first time I ever seen him, and it was the last time I ever seen him. And I really didn't care to see him. But Alice Cooper, everybody's talking about him and him lip syncing on me. He, for his age, you can hear it in his voice. He's struggling a little bit, but he's still doing a show. Rob is doing pretty good. Hell, even Filter's doing good. And I seen them fucking 2000, I think it was. Yeah, 2000. In Bonsai in Miami. In one of the fucking little Miami parks. It was a badass show. But shit like that, and they're charging that much money for it. I mean, there's no fucking, no. Because now anybody can be a fucking rock star, literally. All they got to do is pull out a computer and fucking iTunes. Seriously, it's gotten that insane. Man, I miss today's when you could fucking go to a public park, somebody pull up with a U-Haul truck, start up a fucking generator, and start jamming out. And it sounded like a fucking rock concert. Why? Because they were good. They didn't have technology to where they didn't have to perform. They had to be their best. And it was a free fucking concert. It's aggravating because I've been going to concerts since I was 5. That was 42 years. And now it's become a luxury that I'm not willing to feed into the mental illness of. You guys got me. Shit. I don't give a fuck how rich I get. Not happening. And many of the concerts I've seen, a bunch of them, I've got to meet the band members, everything. Didn't cost me shit. I mean, the one time I met Slipknot, it cost me, I think, $25 for the fucking CD. But that's cool. I'm okay with that. You want them to do signings, you buy their shit. I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. Because back then, that was the only way the bands made money. Was that. Now they're charging for the same exact fucking thing. They're charging $500 and $600. And I understand that too. Because it's the 360 contracts they got. But I'm not doing it. I'll get the music however I get it. And that's just that.